Say it with me, for we walk by faith, not by sight. Hey guys, this is John with Cheapo Cars and Culture. Now I have done a thing. I need to paint something and I made a thing. We're gonna check it out. Hopefully it works, we'll see. And there's my dog. Hey dog. Good girl. She's a goober. Hope you guys can hear me over the fan sound, but I have it on for a reason. So I'm gonna paint something with Spray Max 2K 368 0061 Clear Glamour. This is essentially an automotive UV stable clear coat, right? And it has a hardener built into it. You have to take this little red cap and puncture a thing in the bottom. This is good clear coat. It doesn't have reducer though. So sometimes what you run into is if you get some overspray, it won't flatten out into the rest of the clear. It just kind of lays on top and creates kind of a rough surface. It takes a little bit more sanding. So what I've done, let me grab this can of black, is I've taken my air mover fan and it's blowing out the front, and I've just kind of haphazardly put some cardboard around, right? Now watch this. Let's see if we can see it here. You guys see that? It is, if I spray it kind of up, it's going down. So this is what I want. It's pulling most of the air from up here, so sucking stuff down. That should take care of our overspray issues. I hope. It might be too much, and if it is too much, what I'll do is I'll probably take the front piece off, and so it can be pulling air, or maybe the back one, but it'll pull more air from the front or back instead of just the top. Now obviously it's pulling from like here and gaps and little places all over. That's, you know, it's not perfectly sealed by any stretch of the imagination, but I can spray that black spray paint and it goes zoop right down in there, which is what I want. You can even see it all over the top of my thing here. And so it's working. You know, that's not great. That's got paint on it, whatever. But this will work great for keeping the overspray down and getting, you know, that down and out the garage. I was just going to paint in the backyard, but it's windy. There's leaves blowing everywhere. There's a lot kind of dust and dirt in the air. So I need to kind of do it here in the garage. But I think this is going to work. I think that's going to do what I need it to do. Hopefully my piece fits across there properly. And yeah, as soon as the mail guy gets here with it, we're gonna spray some paint on it. Guys, I have not opened this yet. I've cut the tape, I haven't looked at it. Let's look at it together. Wow, it's amazing, it's more box. There it is. Oh, this is so awesome. If I can get it out of here. It's kind of a little heavy. Yep, that is it. That is it. This is kind of purpley looking. Uh-oh, that's kind of blue, and we're having trouble seeing on camera. Oh, yeah, you can see a little bit of the color change. Guys, this is a Mystichrome front bumper from a 2004 Cobra, and we are going to just spray clear coat on it as it sits. I'm going to clean it, and we're going to clear it, and then we'll have a Mystichrome bumper that will be a good little wall piece. Guys, I am excited to paint this. This will be really fun. I need to I've got it dusted. I need to hit it with some alcohol. I want to make sure I don't have any degreaser, like paint degreaser, but I want to make sure I get, you know, put my hands on it and stuff, make sure I get any oils off of it. I was looking at it though, and I was hoping that I would be able to sand it some, make the surface of the paint, like with some, you know, 1500 or something, and make the surface of the paint a little flatter. We'll get a better end result, but it's really thin. And so what I'm thinking here is, as these cars were painted, you know, obviously if this got painted, this means, and I can tell you right now, like there's not paint here. It kind of extends this way, where the paint nozzle probably went up over the fender and the hood and stuff. And so this is mostly overspray, right? Like, I mean, it's painted, but it's not maybe as much, as much thickness as would be on a fender or something on one of these cars. So I'm going to wipe this thing down with some alcohol, let that dry, and we are just going to clear it as is, and we'll just build up, you know, high amounts of clear coat. So 4 or 5 coats or something like that, and Then after that dries, like in 24 hours from now, then I can sand it and polish it if I need to. Now I'm hoping the fan down here pulls enough away that I'm not going to need to do a bunch of sanding and polishing, and I can just leave it as is. If the fan idea works how I think it might, this is going to be a really cool thing. And then I can run bolts through here to a piece of wood. You know, the factory places where you bolted in, I can run bolts through there to a piece of wood behind it. So I make something to go around it, and we'll put it on the wall. So I'm going to try to get rid of, I'm going to try not let that wasp in the house, and I'm going to try to get rid of the sticker. Because if it still had all its print and writing on it, I'd leave it, but the sticker's been peeled, so that's the glue backing. It'll look better without it. What I just sprayed on it was Goo Gone, which that just eats at this type of stuff, so I'll let it kind of soak in and do its thing. I'll have to clean it again. And then I have an eraser wheel as well that I might just break out and get this glue off, because I'm not interested in making this take forever. Where did I put that eraser wheel? It's looking at me in here, guys. There we go. Sorry for the sniffing. I've got some allergy issues, or maybe I'm sick or something. I'm not sure. There's two of them in here. I'm gonna have to get my bug spray and kill those guys. And as soon as that just gets a little bit of heat in it, it just starts working. Yep, doesn't take much. Okay, that is done. Heck yeah, now we can alcohol it again. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this off again and then do a couple other little things that I need to do to be ready to paint. Yep, I'm so glad I found my eraser wheel because it was lost for a while actually, and I bought a cheap one online, and boy, that was a mistake. It was garbage. Got a little bit more dirt off of it too. Man, that's awesome. There's a couple little scuffs and whatever. It's a real Mystichrome bumper. There's my paper towels right there. Anyway, it's a real Mystichrome bumper, right? That's cool because there's only so many of those cars. Me getting one, unless this YouTube thing kicks off, because I want one. A Mystichrome Cobra is that's like a dream car for me, right? That's crazy up there. But the body of it's not different really than my Mustangs, and there's other cars I would get first before I get that one. And so the likelihood of me getting one of those is fairly low. Now, if it was number one on my list, I'd have it. I've already actually had number one on my list. Number one was a 1977 Trans Am, and I've had that car. Sold it after owning it for 12 years. Great fun with it, but I experienced that, moved on. This will just be cool. I don't know, this will just be a fun thing. We'll have it in the background. Figure out a good place for it. It might actually work well in my office. I'm not sure about that yet. We shall see. Do this thing. Try to do it where you guys can see it here. Press in on this thing here to puncture the inside. I'm going to press down, but right over this bracket on my shelf here. There we go. Now, I shake this for like 5 or 6 minutes. Okay, guys. This stuff contains isocyanates. Don't spray this type of stuff without something, okay? Because enough of this crap will kill you. That's how you know it's the good stuff. Is this knot really tight enough? It is not. Let's get it snugged up a bit. I just coughed in it. Wonderful. Okay, I've been shaking it for a while. I'm going to get the fan on, and we're going to do a light tack coat. I don't remember the times on this. If you notice, I don't have my glasses on anymore. I don't want this crap on my glasses. I keep calling it crap. This is some really good stuff. But yeah, I don't want it on my glasses, so glasses are inside. I'm going to do a light tack coat, turn this camera off, walk away for a bit, and then I think it's 5 or 10 minutes, or maybe it's longer. I don't remember exactly between coats. Okay. How I have it positioned does create a bit of a problem in terms of spraying the other side, so I'm going to move it down. Thankfully, it's just a bumper, and I can do that. Okay, even with just that little bit, it already looks better. Okay, tip is clean. Light is green, trap is clean, right? Okay, it's been about 5 minutes since that first coat, a little bit longer maybe, so I'm going to spray a little heavier one, and then we're going to wait about 5-10 minutes, and another, and another, and another, and we're going to coat this thing up pretty good so I can wet sand it and polish it if I want to. Okay, got a little tack cloth here. Just trying to make sure we don't have any dust on it, and I saw a little bit. All right, set that up here where it doesn't get dirty. Okay. See all that clear going in there and going away. That is what we want. Very good. As I'm clearing it, like right here, it's purple. I step up on, we go like blue over here and green here. The clear coat will help bring out the color change effect. This is really cool, guys. So the next coat will be a little slower and a little heavier than that. And all the subsequent coats will be a little slower too. I'm not going to make runs or anything, but I'm going a little too fast, and it's leaving a bit of a textured finish. But that's okay for that second one there. We're just starting to build up, so this is okay. And right there, I just saw it. I just saw the reason. Doing this in the garage instead of outside. Some stuff just blew in from down low because the wind is blowing this way. So yeah, this was a good idea. This is going to be so awesome. I have no clue what I'm going to do with it yet, in terms of how it's going to be on the wall or a display, or I honestly don't know. Man, right there looks really good. That really cool purple. I'm just looking at it, guys. It's the first Mystichrome thing I've ever seen. I've never seen a Mystichrome Cobra in real life. So it's the first time I've seen this paint with my own eyes. I've seen Mystic from '96, but I've never seen Mystichrome paint with my own eyes, so this is cool. Something I've always been interested in. It's one thing I really like about my blue Bullitt too, is that it does kind of a blue-purple color change. I've always just loved the blurple thing. Let's test it. I've talked for a few minutes. How is that? That feels dry. That doesn't even feel tacky where I sprayed. The temperature and the humidity and everything right now is about perfect for painting. So let's go ahead and throw another coat on, a little slower this time. All right, there we go. And one more down on this side with just a touch of overlap. Very good. I think I was a little quick on that end. But man, that purple right there looks amazing. I doubt anyone's done this. But me, I'm crazy, whatever. But yeah, we'll just keep spraying until it's good. I might end up using most of the can on it, just so it can have a real deep. Well, also because of all the bumpy undulations and kind of rough texture on the surface of it. I want this top part here to have, I mean, just bury it in clear, real deep. So that way I can, honestly, as I'm looking at it here, you know, we've got kind of a seam in the middle, and I think sanding this thing is out, guys. I think this is just going to be a DA polisher job, even if it takes a lot, because it's not a good surface. If I go sanding on this, some of these little, I guess, little weld spots here, yeah, it looks like it was, yeah, so some of these little, it's not a good flat surface to sand. So essentially I would possibly blow through some areas trying to make it perfect. We're not going to do that, so absolutely bury it in clear and then polish the wee out of it, basically, right? Super cool though. Super cool. Really excited to own this. I know it's silly because, like, it's just an internal crash bumper, right? But it's Mystichrome, guys. That's so cool. I love this. Oh, is that okay? Thought that was a piece of grass. I was like, no, but it's a scratch. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm struggling. Yeah, this is awesome. Oh my gosh, that green. Oh, the purple and blue. I love it. I love it. It's so awesome. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Man, it's ready. It's tacky. With that air blowing down across it too, and the temperature of today, this is happening quicker than I expected. I do worry though that it's not going to off gas enough in between coats here. And what I could run into there if I put the next coat on too quickly is I could get some fisheye stuff, because this, you know, essentially solvent popping from underneath. But man, that's tacky. That's what it's supposed to be. I'm gonna give it just a little bit more time. This is so awesome. Oh, the other thing, it was $40. I did pay $50 for shipping, so it costs more to get it here. If it's a big package, it's kind of heavy. That makes sense. So I'm $93 into this, and then this cost $20. Worth it. To me, it's worth it. It's a cool piece of Mustang. It's a cool piece of a cool Mustang, right? All right, let's lay down another coat. We just try to be okay. Try to be consistent with it. Oh yeah. And then down this side with just a hair of overlap. Oh yeah. Real good. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This is great. Okay. I see a few little pieces of dust. I'm not going to, that piece, if I could get that out, that'd be nice. But yeah, I'm getting the stuff blowing into it. Just how it goes sometimes. I'm not worried about it too much because it's not like a car finish. This is awesome. Right here it just looks like black. You can't tell anything. But bam, it's like blue, purple, green. Oh, it's so cool. Let's bring you guys over and see what y'all think. So you can see a bit of that green there. Yeah. The blue and purple. You can see the purple here on the side. Heck yeah. So awesome. We're going to give that one a few minutes to set up. That was a heavier coat. And yeah, I'm going to come back in just a few minutes and keep painting. Okay guys, we're back for another coat. I'm going to put quite a few on this so I can have lots to polish at. Honestly, right there looks good. If the whole thing ended up looking like that, oh yeah, we're ready. That would be great. So over here is a little bumpier. Let's just take our time and lay down some nice coats here. Going a little slower, making it just a little bit wetter. Trying to run that fine line between wet and run. Right there might be a little bit of a sag. I got a lot right there because I was angled. Should have been more flat. Not a huge deal. Okay guys, I got to show you this. Look at that. That is so good. And it turns to like blue-green over here. See? Oh yeah. Look at that pigment in it though. Right there you can see it. So cool. This is coming along really nice. I cannot wait to have this on the wall. So awesome. I love that. Just like blue-green and then bam, purple. So awesome. Okay, we're ready for another coat. Okay. That was a wetter one. Not doing any overlap over here. Just trying to get it on there. Okay, I'm going to give it about 10 minutes. That was a wetter coat. And then do another one. That'll probably be the last coat. I definitely don't have to do a lot of coats on this. I just want to. There's a little piece of trash. I'm not worried about it. It's going to be on the wall in the garage. I have to dust this thing every now and then. That's funny. Over here could use a little bit. The top of it's looking good though. And that's really where it matters. There's not much of the color change paint on the sides. Yeah, this looks great. I haven't really checked it. Where are we at? We're getting close. Uh-oh. Can is starting to run low. So I put on a good wet coat there. I got a little bit of, over here is great. Uh-oh. Not the best idea to do that. I'm losing paint. That was risky, doing it from that angle. It worked though, it came out well. All right, we're done painting. That thing's about out. If I hold it nice and level, I probably got enough to do something else small, but let's crack this garage door. We've lost some of our sunlight. Oh yeah, that looks good, guys. Very good. Don't need my fan anymore. I can cut that off. Oh yeah, I love it. Here we go. You can see where there's not paint. So basically, I mean, yeah, this was bolted on the car, and the arms come around and painted, you know, the front of the hood and different stuff. I'm surprised. I'm honestly amazed this bumper has as much paint on it as it does. But I'm happy it did, because we were able to come through and make it look like this. It's not perfect. There you can see. Definitely not perfect, but not bad either. Little cut and buff and we'll be good to go. If I hit this one, that's the best camera on the phone. Look at all the little pigment flakes. That is so cool. So, oh, you can see some of the green right there. It's hard to get that green in it. From where I'm standing, I can't actually see that. If I squat down, yeah, there it is. Very cool. Oh yeah. So cool, guys. I am so excited for this. Even if I don't do anything with it, but just stick it on the wall. So cool. Oh, there we go. All right, guys, this will be the end of this video. I don't know what the heck to do with this thing. Let's take a look at it. It looks good. We get the blues and we get the purple if we hit the color or the angle just right. It looks great. This stuff was like this, and I just clear coated over that. That's fine. There's clear coat up on the side on the primer. And so the primer, if I can get it in the sunlight, yeah, you can see the primer's all shiny. It's not perfect yet. It could still be buffed and stuff. There's a little bit of this pigment that oversprayed up on top. If we get down close to it, you can see a little bit of the color on the side there. Really cool. I love it. Problem is, I don't have a clue what to do with it. So you guys tell me, what should I make out of this thing? I want it to be a cool wall art display piece. I was thinking about hanging keys from it or doing, I don't know, doing something with it, but I don't know what. So if you guys can come up with some ideas, drop them in the comments, let me know. I have no clue what to do with this thing. I just know it looks awesome, and I'm really happy with how the paint came out. And there's a little scratch right here that will get buffed out because I had this sitting over in the driveway earlier. This was so stupid. And I was moving this car around and I backed over it, or up onto it, like stopped me like a bump stop thing, or like a wheel chalk. Yeah, right there. And it's barely a little scratch. I love that paint, that Spray Max 2K. You know, it wasn't even 24 hours out yet. It's been sitting out in the sun. And backed into it with that thing, and it barely scratched the paint. That's so awesome. I really don't know what to do with it, so I would love your ideas. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Check out the merch store, link in my bio and in the video description. You know, take you out to Shopify. If you don't like the designs I have, let me know that too, because I can come up with different designs. I am rather creative and enjoy doing that stuff, so the graphic design stuff, I can do that. I've got the programs, I've got all the software to do it, you know, all the stuff, so I can do it. If you want some certain type of thing, or you know, maybe a cartoonish picture of the cars that I have, like the fleet or something like that, you know, let me know. I'll make them up. I think we're going to do that anyway. So yeah, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.